Happy birthday to my king. Happy birthday to my king. Happy birthday to Kendall. Happy birthday to my king. Come on, we all like that.
Nice looking, nice.
Yes,
Nice
sir.
looking, nice,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I've had a beautiful day, man. Like no cap. It's been a lot of love. It's been a lot of salutes from a lot of kings, man. But my wife has made me feel incredible. You know what I mean? Just conversations we had reflecting on everything that we've been through and everything God is promising us tomorrow. I'm a very blessed man. I'm thankful. When you get to my age, you know what I mean? I don't mind putting it out there. I'm 41, man.
You look good, baby.
I'm 41.
Yeah,
start
yeah.
thinking, you know what I'm saying?
40, 40.
I ain't scared of it, man. I'm going to kick 50 in the mouth.
Yes, sir. 41.
You 41?
Yes, ma'am.
You see what I'm
man,
saying?
but we getting younger. We like wine. Like,
Yes,
we getting
sir.
better with time.
That time I ain't getting old. I'm going to be vintage.
Vintage.
Yeah, I'm vintage. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that. I like
yeah.
that.
It's all about the wordplay for me. When you get to this age, man, it's just about peace. Yeah. It's about family. It's about self-awareness. You know what I mean? And mastering your energy. And that's just where I'm at, man. I'm in my energy. I'm good. You know, I know who I am. I'm cool with that, man. And that's just it. That's it. Happy birthday. Salute.
Yeah. We went to the beach. And we didn't do a lot because it was packed. And this whole Delta thing, I was like, yeah, nah. So I cooked.
Oh, did she cook?
I asked the Lord,
did
listen,
she cook?
I went in the back and prayed before I said, Lord, I'm going to need you to just move through these hands. Please, God, let this steak be so tender.
Listen.
It did. Oh, he was so happy. Then I made what? Breakfast.
Man, for breakfast, man, we had mimosas, and she made this crab meat omelet with this kind of like holiday sauce, man.
Come on, somebody.
That was, listen to me, bruh.
God moved.
I ate my plate so clean, I just held it sideways. I let her know it wasn't even no sauce dripping off. I said, hey, queen, you did that, right? So then later on that night, she was like, let's mix it up. Let's make our own little surf and turf. I said, I'll ride that way. So she did the steak, you know, the ribeye, and she did the pan-fried shrimp and asparagus. And we had some red wine, man. I held my plate up again. I said, baby, you 2-0. You 2-0. Victory looks good on you, shorty.
God is with us. Because it's been so long. It's been a minute since I've been like in the kitchen.
And that's cooking with me all on you. You know what I'm saying? I disturbed yourself.
Yes,
I'm
you
coming
do.
in there like
I can't do children in the building.
grown man, full grown husband.
Yeah.
If you can cook a meal like that with me in the way.
Oh my God! Ay. So yeah, it's been good. It's been great. Yes. Stop, Darius. You better ask.
Full. I asked her the other day. I said, "What part of full grown husband don't you understand? Is it the full or the grown?" So we can clear that up. 'Cause I'm a full grown husband. I'm taking full advantage
Ken,
of being happy.
you stop. Let it go.
They know what it is.
I would like to also say though, because every time y'all see us, it's like since this book, we have been tested. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's a better word than tested? Tested ain't hitting
Yeah,
right
that
for
ain't
me,
it,
man.
huh? Yeah, it's been like that.
Yeah, that way.
And it's crazy because it's like I knew that our marriage would be tested, and I knew that we would take, because the enemy's gonna, of course, upset to see, myself after all that I've been through, after all that he's been through, finally find your soulmate, fall in love, and you start growing and walking in, righteously, and of course we're gonna be tested. So I just want to say the book is gonna be great, but we're going through because of it. But we're gonna be all right. That means there's something in that book that's gonna bless somebody.
That's without a doubt. I don't want to belabor that moment, but if it's no different. If God gives you a vision, if He gives you a word, if you go speak, that's why you gotta be careful when you're speaking to somebody's life. It's this thing where people love to speak into people's life, and there's nothing wrong with that. But do understand, you would have had to either have been tested on it, or you're going to be tested on it so that that thing can stand. So imagine writing a book that is meant to tear down confusion and misunderstandings and come against societal norms and to bring healing. Like, we're going to get tested and challenged. And I'm going to find the word, though.
After this test, I was like, you know what? Spiritually, I want to go. We're going to go on a fast. We're going to go on a fast. Because it's almost like if you let up and the enemy just like, okay, I done found a little crack. Let me get in there. So we're going to go on a fast. And that is why we have Chef Joya in the building. Whoop, whoop.
What's happening in the kitchen?
Because I've decided to go back vegan. I'm like, look, I need to change. I don't feel good. The food ain't good. The wine is great, but this is a little too much. I just don't feel right. We fussing. Trying to get my body right. So I'm about to, get it right. I missed it. The meat was okay while it lasted, but it just wasn't making me feel right. So I'm going to do a total, cleanse. We're going to fast together, but I'm going to do it.
You know how nice be dropping them bombs? I'm hearing them grenades drop over there. Dorica's
nice.
over there dropping them
Key
grenades.
over there dropping grenades for you.
Let me hear yours nice. Let me hear Dorica's.
Oh my God. I cannot.
The Atari sound effects over there. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
What's
Christ.
up, bro?
1, 2, 3 into the 4 to the H to the A to the PPY to the B to the I to the RTH DAY. Happy birthday, Kendall.
I'm taking that. I'm taking that.
I came through with
Bars for the boy.
tonight. Bars.
Did you practice that?
I've been practicing the whole time. That's why I was hoping you ain't throw me off. I was over here trying to get it. My little rhythm got a little, but you get the point. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? My rhythm got.
I appreciate it, bro.
You know, I'm new. I'm up and coming. I'm a new and up and coming artist. Trying to get new artist of the year 2022.
That won't
Well,
be happening.
bruh gave me bars and bottoms straight up. Bruh caught me these kicks, man. They stupid hard. I'm walking different. I appreciate it, bruh. And you found them in my size. Now that right there is a miracle in itself.
I got you something too.
You got me something.
Dorica's.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Okay.
I should have knew he was in cahoots with you.
You know what I mean? So just first before I give it to you, I want to say something. So my love language is gifts. Like I will always come home with kicks or a hat or a shirt or anything that reminded me of Ken. I'm like, he look good in that. And then I believe that as time went by and arguments, and Lisa, you probably can agree with me on this. You know, men say certain things, piss you off, and you be like, you know what? I wish I'd go in there and burn that other hat I just bought.
Sis, don't stir that pot.
Okay.
Don't stir that pot. Don't.
Lisa over there like, But I believe that I allow certain things to just it interfered with with my love language. It clouded, and that's when we did the topic. What was it? Do you really forgive me? What was it? Okay. And so we're stepping into a different realm, different place, different season. And Ken came on board and took Rock Soul to a whole nother level. It was a bit messy. It was rocky. I was tied up in a lot of different things, and he sat down and read contracts. I'll never forget. Shout out to my lawyer, Gary Greenberg. He's been with me since Idol. He called me and was like, your husband knows how to speak lawyer language. And I was like, what does that mean? He was like, he can read contracts, and contracts can get tricky, and that's why you go get lawyers, because only lawyers can recognize certain words or the way they word it, the way they put it. He was like, but your husband knows how to read contracts. He knows lawyer language. So Ken went through all my contracts, sat down with all my business people, and he was so dope at it that even they were like, okay, we want you to come join us to watch your wife, to take care of your wife. So, and we have a great team. Shout out to Primary Wave. Like, I love them to death. We work so good together. But they knew, like, Ken is good at this. So Ken went on tour with me, made sure all my stuff was straight. I wasn't getting cheated out of anything. He made sure, he just took care of a lot of stuff. And I never said thank you. I said thank you, but not really to the point where it's like you've closed deals on my behalf, and I've never done anything like special that I should have done for the deals that you've closed. Thank you, because those were great deals. So I just think
what does it say on that bag? What's on the outside?
Diamonds Direct. Shout out to Kim.
It's a big box.
Diamonds Direct.
Come on, Dorikas, with the commercial. Come on.
Oh, let us see. We want to see. Is it earrings? Is it a bracelet?
Here.
What is it?
I heard you say one time that you was like, one day, Ken don't do nothing for himself. If Dorikas don't step out and get him something, like, he won't buy anything nice for himself. He'll do it for me and the kids, but not himself. So I heard you say one day, he was like, man, one day I'm going to cop me one of those. You know, I think they clean, they classy. So. Come on. Oh.
Let us see it. We dying to see it. Let us see it.
You want me to put it on for you? Or?
See it.
Drop one more.
Happy birthday. No, I'm not. Like I said, you've been holding, like, you hold this whole house down. The kids.
Oh, that's everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's everything.
So I just want to say happy birthday. Mm-hmm. You want me to can you put it on?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you got.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some diamonds in it.
Wrong one, you on the road. I might sign you to rock, so you.
Oh, killing them.
Thank you, baby.
Okay. We all still here.
We all.
I'm here for it.
That looks good on you.
Yeah.
So I lost my little love language, holding things, and but. I wish you would. On some Jodeci moment right now.
Ooh, yeah.
You better keep that shirt on, brother.
I'll cry.
I just want to say, show my love for you. 41, you hold us down. You look good in that. You can rip that off later, though, if you want.
Say less.
Okay, come on, let's
We still here.
Let's get hold.
Here.
Thank you, baby.
We still here. Praise God.
Won't he do it?
No kissing in the sanctuary.
Uh-huh.
That's what's up.
Okay, now we can cook.
Okay. Let's give God some honor here.
Oh man.
Yeah, and that one that's nice. Yeah. Don't you lose it.
Trust me.
What you got?
Happy birthday, Kendall.
Happy birthday, Kendall.
Happy birthday, Kendall.
First, giving an honor to God, who is the head of my life. First, giving an honor to God, who is the head of my life, because I know y'all was going to do that again. And he going to come just like that in a twinkling of an eye. That's what it looked like. And that twinkling of an eye just burst in. First, giving an honor to God, who is the head of my life. So glad to be here another year. He didn't have to do it, but he did.
Yeah.
Hello, folks. Feliz Navidad. Espero año. Yeehaw. Hey, child. What up, bro? What it do? Happy Easter. Memorial Weekend. Labor Day. Labor Day came yet? Okay, we ain't there yet. Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Birthday, Kendall.
We can already tell you finna be on one tonight. Okay, those start.
So listen, while we here, the first question on tonight. How important do y'all feel? I know there's a lot of people that's been married for years. And sometimes it get old and it get tarnished and it get, you know, the same old. But how important is gift giving to show your appreciation? Because, you know, it's easy for people to say, oh, I don't need that. Oh, I don't need that. I'm in your life every day. But how important is gift giving?
Since I just got a gift, I want to jump out there. And I'm gonna try to throw a curve on this. There's a book, forgive me, I don't know the author, but it's the 5 Love Languages. It's not a new book. Many people have read it. I encourage you, if you're in a relationship, seeking love, or trying to rekindle the love, to read that book, because it talks about the 5 different love languages. I know one is gift giving, one is words of affirmation. I think one is touch, one is acts of kindness, something else, right? It took me a while to understand my wife's love language in order to receive it. Okay, so hers is gifts. You know, she would buy me a dope pair of shoes. She would buy me a funky hat if she was at the mall, or buy me a duffel bag or something like that. But for a while, I didn't understand it, because my love language is words of affirmation. That's what I do. I speak, I talk. I'm constantly telling my wife I love her. So for a small season, I missed her language because I'm looking for the way I communicate mine. So gift giving is important if you understand what she's saying in that gift, or if you're a gift giver yourself. But if you're a person who likes acts of kindness, you don't want the gift, you want somebody to help you with the kids. You'd rather say, you know, keep the tennis bracelet, start helping me out more around the house, or support me as I try to start a small business. So I think it's very important to understand what love languages are. Know yours, know your partners, so then we can communicate. So my wife can give me something. It doesn't have to be expensive like this, though I am thankful. It could be something simple, socks, pair of drawers. I know she's saying, I was thinking about you, buddy. That is the same thing as me saying, I love you and I really appreciate you. But if I don't get it, I'll just dismiss it because it's not of whatever quality. So I think it's important to understand the love language, so that way you can communicate. So if I send my wife a long text and I want you to cook, I'm not looking for her to send me one back. I may send this long text like, girl, you so beautiful. The sun don't even rise till you recognize your own ... She may be like, boo. She may be like, baby, that was beautiful. Yeah. Now, it was 4 pages long, but she may say, babe, that was beautiful. I may not always come with the gift. So it's important to understand it so you can appreciate it, and so you can communicate through your different love languages.
Yeah. I think you also have to, like, understand you can't expect for your partner to, like, read your mind. Because a lot of times we don't say what our love language is. We expect for them to, like, guess it. And then what happens is you get into this big argument, and you end up being like, you don't even buy me, you don't even give me nothing. You're like, where did that come from? Be like, cuz, I like gifts. It's like, we've been together for 5 years and you ain't never told me that. When we first got together, we had that little spat, that little argument. He was like, babe, we got married in 3 weeks. Tell me what you like and I'll do better. So he knows I like cars, I like flowers. So I could just randomly get cars and flowers. And I keep all my cards. So he knows for real, I love cards. You know what I mean? So I think you have to express to your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, like, these are the things that I like. These are the things that turn me on. These are the things that makes me happy. These are the things that make me sad, so that we all can dodge, you know, some things and show up on the other ones that we supposed to.
And again, read the book. I didn't even know that was my love language. So imagine how much stuff you misread, misinterpreted, mishandled. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't even know, oh, shoot, that's my love language. Same thing with my wife. So it's important that you know who you are, then know who your partner is, and now y'all can start to create that vibration.
Are you guys pretty good at remembering each other's birthdays and anniversaries? And I'm asking this because I had a client that just came to me like a week ago, was so heated that her husband forgot the anniversary, you know, and she was really, really heated, you know. And the reason why I asked that question, because I know with y'all 7 years in the game, and I know it's a lot of people that's been in the game for a minute, and so things that they started out doing, they don't continue doing, you know, because they feel like we together. And you know,
don't forget Christmas.
You forgot the anniversary.
You don't forget Thanksgiving.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I get the day mixed up. I be like, it's on the 18th, it's on the 17th. I mean, you know, it's a lot on my brain, but you can't just forget your anniversary. Now, I will say this. Men are different. when men have a lot going on, and let's just all admit, there's a lot going on right now. Due to COVID, like, it's a lot going on. And so I've watched Ken. I've you know, I could tell when something is off with Ken. And I will say this, maybe your husband has a lot going on. It goes through men's, you know, heads daily. I got to take care of my family. I got to make sure the bills are paid. I got to make sure. And sometimes when stuff's happening, they don't always tell us. Now, bro, you can't miss the anniversary no more.
Man,
but
that's the Super Bowl of your marriage. Like, marriage is a full contact sport, straight up. Your anniversary, I get birthdays, Mother's Days. You know, those are
you can't miss a birthday.
No, you can't miss them. You can't miss them.
Or
I'll
Mother's
never
Day.
miss your birthday.
No.
That's a fact.
Or Mother's Day.
No, I ain't gonna miss nothing. I'm on
Okay,
my
you
I'm
just
full,
named
I'm
them like
grown,
you can get a
full-grown
pass.
husband.
You can't miss neither one of them.
Grown and full. But your anniversary is a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't forget the Super Bowl in it, the NBA playoffs. Like, we don't forget the big UFC fight to come on. So at the end of the day, man, you have to stay tapped in. I look at my anniversary as the Super Bowl of my marriage. Here comes another year. We made it. We survived. We're going to turn up. We're going to acknowledge that we're still here. Because I know you can go in the shade room and see about every week a marriage is getting divorced or somebody's filing. So there will be no forgetting in this house. This is a Super Bowl. And fellas, we really have to, I know for me, I don't sit back and wait on my wife to acknowledge the holidays. I really try to lead in every area of my life. So if it's planning a trip or at least have a conversation, you want to do something different for the anniversary? Come on, man. Like, that's the Super Bowl.
I will say it's a lot going on right now, and everybody's situation is different.
You don't have to spend no money.
No, I'm just saying, like, the fact that he forgot. Like, the fact that he wasn't thinking, because you probably be thinking about so many other things. You know what I mean?
Do like me and set an alert on your calendar.
Yeah.
I set an alert on my calendar a week, and it has another alert a week ahead, just so I know I'm in that frame of mind. I'm not gonna do excuses for the anniversary. That's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Nah.
Sorry about that.
We just gotta do better. Nah.
Speaking of doing better, what type of things do you guys do to make sure that you are renewing your marriage, like renewing the time in your marriage? Because sometimes it could become redundant, you know, especially living together, you know, and especially during COVID when a lot of people have been in the house. Like, what are things that people can do? What are things that you do that keep the flames burning?
Well, we just took the trip to the beach. Like, that was something Kim was like, you want to go to the beach? Let's get out of this house. And then when we got down there, on my end, and I can't name to you everything that I plan, but I plan things to keep the party going. Keep the party going.
That's why your hair was looking like that when I FaceTime. I never.
Oh.
I FaceTimed
First of all,
her. Her
I
hair
can't-
was so.
First
it
of
was
all-
like
No!
a red. And I had just FaceTimed
No,
her
somebody-
before,
No.
and it was looking nice.
No,
and then
no,
I
no,
FaceTimed
no,
her
no.
an hour later. I was like, and she looked weird. She answered the phone real weird. And I said, and all I said to her was, "It's none of my business. I'm not asking." And she went into this defense mode, like, "What are you talking about? No, we wasn't doing that." I didn't say that. I just said I'm minding my business.
I want to laugh so bad, but I'm wearing my J-Scope thing, and I'm sitting over here like this. Oh, my God. I'm going to post a video on it because it does work, the J-Scope. Okay, but check it out. I wasn't doing anything bad.
I'll wait too. We are waiting.
Because that hair was old. I had wore that hair for 2
I had
weeks.
just talked to you earlier, and it wasn't like that.
I went to the beach. I swim.
We didn't get in no water.
Oh.
And y'all didn't even get in no water.
No, we ain't even get in no water. Straight up.
So now that answered the question. What you
Yeah,
do to keep
now
the fire
move
burning?
on. Then. Just move
Say
on.
she look weird, bro. Salute.
I mean, hair was all. I mean, all I said was, "I'm minding my own business," and she got so defensive. She said, "What are you talking about? He wasn't doing that." Then she went over there and got Keziah. I said, "All I'm going to say is keep Keziah out of this," because little babies start knowing what's going on at a very early age.
Derek is move on.
So to keep the spice in the relationship,
Yeah, Kendall, let us know.
I think you can simplify it, have great impact. Less is more. Keep something to look forward to. We on our ride back from the beach, I said, where we going next? You know, and then we started talking about different things that we could do in the city. I was like, yo, we can go get a massage, do a little float spa day, and then go to Old My Soul and get some vegan food. I think the main thing is just constantly doing things that strengthen the friendship. I told my wife after our last little spat, I said, I want to let you know something. I love you as my wife. I salute what we do in business because it creates impact to other people. I said, but the thing that I feed off the most is our friendship. The laughter, just playing tonk, laughing about different songs, looking at something stupid on social media.
Oh, you got your butt whooping tongue at the beach too. Tell them about that.
You talking about at the oh, you want to talk about the first game, not the second game?
Ken, I beat you both times we played.
Little girl.
Yes, I did beat you.
You didn't get spanked at the table? At the dinner? Okay. Oh, hey, Dorica's next question. It's my birthday and I'm trying. Cause in a minute, I'm gonna show her how to flirt. Yeah, you beat me though. She beat me though.
I can't.
Say that again.
Nah.
We play smart though. Like real talk. Like I really taught my wife how to like play like me. So when she do something smooth, I'll be like, yeah, I probably would have did that. That's nice. That's nice. You know
He
what I'm
taught
saying?
me how to beat him. That's what he taught me.
So she got two eyes. Like we got this thing where we say I can't get jiggy with that, so I'm dropping. When she play like me, she be whooping me though. I no cap.
But that's kind of like fun stuff. Instead of just kids work. Like we make sure we take time out for each other. And when we start fussing or like, yeah, we know like it's time for a trip. Cause we tripping. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah.
That was my next question about
Lisa,
balancing.
Lisa, you about to kill him too? Shine, you need to holler at me. Go take her to the Omni. Leave little man with me. Okay.
That was actually my next question about balancing kids, work, family, life, fun. How do you balance these things, you know?
I mean, it's a lot, but you can't forget about yourself. And that was the one thing that I was talking to my mom about one time. My mom tells me stories, you know, how she wanted to be, you know, on the Broadway stage, and she was a great dancer. She always wanted to be in dance and singing, but when she had, you know, us, she gave up her dream to raise us and to be there for us at all times. And I was just telling her, I said, you know what, I think that is really, really good, but I also feel like because she did that, she lost a lot of herself. She wasn't able to do the things that she always desired and wanted to do. And I think that we got to change that. Like, that's that old school way of, like, you know, it's the kids. But I think that draws a wedge in your marriage, in your dreams and visions, all the things that, like, that we are supposed to be doing. Sometimes they don't get to do it because they put everything in the kids. And then I seen, after 27 years, my mom and my dad split. So I don't think that it's healthy. I think that you have to just make that time. Like, for example, my mother-in-law came and got Keziah the other day. Keziah ain't never left the house since she's been home. And I was like, can you spend a night here? She was like, no, I cannot. I'm going home. And I raised 2 kids, and I have 8 grandkids, so she can come to my house. I called probably like twice. I cried. Yeah, I cried. And then because I was here by myself, you was working. Dallas was gone with his dad, so I'm like, oh, shoot. I literally cried. Then I called her, and I was like, you might want to check her in the back. So she was like, girl, don't call my phone no more. Don't call my phone. So it's hard, but I was so sleepy, Lisa. I needed some sleep. I just needed to just rest. And when she left, I slept. After I called a couple of times, I slept all day. So that was something that I needed to do for me. When it comes to me and Ken on date nights, she went with us to the beach. It was good. But next time, she going to have to stay back so I can babysit daddy.
I don't got nothing else to say.
I mean,
Real talk, though.
In a heated argument,
uh-huh.
you get on my nerves. You make me sick. Oh, I'm tired of this. Oh, why you said it? Oh, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you rekindle? How do you come back from the flames? How do you come back from the storm?
It depends on
storm. I saw a tree that was, the roots were coming out and it was on a mountain and it was still hanging on. The roots were still hanging on there. How do you survive the storm?
It depends on how big the argument is. See, there's levels to every argument. Now, if we make it to level 5, we need a day or 2 or 3, maybe 4. Okay? If it's a small one, we may come back. He'll either say, look, man, that's petty. I love you. What you want to eat, let's move on, or I'll come back. You know, it just depends. It depends. That's a real answer right there, you know?
I'm going to give you the answer nobody wants to hear, man. Without God, man, you can't put out no flame. We live in a self-righteous society. Everything is about me. Every commercial, every song, every agenda, most of our ambitions are tied to some form of self-gratification. We are living in the most selfish and self-centered time probably in history. So the only way that you can get over a flame, you have to reposition yourself in a selfless posture. And when your feelings are hurt, when your ego is inflamed, when your pride is standing up on all fours, what's going to calm you down? If you don't have a higher governance, something that's telling you that you have to walk in humility, forgiveness, brotherly kindness, you know, virtue, patience, long suffering. If you don't have any of that in you, then what's going to get you off of your soapbox to love another person? God has been the thing that has corrected me and loved me and chastened me and comforted me to where I can get off of my self-centeredness and come down and say, babe, I apologize, or our marriage is bigger than that. Our ministry is bigger than that. Our family is bigger than that. Let's move forward. I apologize. What do I got to do to make sure you don't feel this way again? Otherwise, it's just a waiting game of seeing who's got the most stubbornness. And then that becomes manipulation and a chess match. And then there's no love involved in that. It's leverage and manipulation. So with God, if you truly love him, if you truly invite his Holy Spirit into your life, you don't even want to carry that flame in you. You don't want it in you. And if you don't want it in you, you definitely don't want it in the person that you love. So we can keep trying to look for these little quick gimmicks and these little flick the switch kind of things that work. But you have to be surrendered to something that is really pure love. Because when you're surrendered to that, you actually have something of good quality to give to your mate. And that's just the truth of the matter. Because we've tried everything else.
And I mean, let's just be honest, too, even with God. Because we have God all in our marriage. But sometimes
We don't let him in.
we don't let, you know.
Nah, God, just wait.
We be like, hold on, God, I'm about to punch him in the head.
Like, God, I see you on the ring. Stop knocking.
Me and Ken just, I mean, our last argument was so petty. We was doing stupid stuff, y'all. Like, I just was like, I'm finna go hide. I went and hid his watch. What else I hide? I put up the charger to his computer.
That must have been level 5. Was that level?
That was level 5.
Level 5.
I just was hiding stuff. So when he realized that I had hid it, he went and took all my Chanel purses and put them in the trunk.
So, you know, I say, what, you want to touch my stuff? I say, you won't be rocking Chanel for a long time. I ain't tell you till yesterday where it was at.
Yeah, I said, where are my purses?
Cause I would go look for this. It's gone. I'm like, I text her. I said, man, grow up. I said, grow up. And for real, man. I'm like, we got books out. We got, you know what I mean? Like, I said, man, grow up.
No, this is the funny
I said, you won't be rocking Chanel for a long time.
I got so mad at him that I went through. So I hid the computer charger. And I took the iPad and I went in his iPad and erased every picture of me. Wait. I was so mad it took me about an hour. I'm erasing. So he texted me and said, whatever you do on my phone, stop it. I text back and said, I'm done. So we get to the beach, Lisa. And he was like, man, you know we stupid, right? I was like, I know. He was like, I said, I erased all the pictures of me. He said, no, you didn't. Because it popped up on my phone and said, iCloud, do you want to
recover them in 15 seconds? She said, what? I said, how long did it take you to delete them? She said, a long time. I said, let me tell you how long it took me to recover. Deleted file, recover all, boom. I said, now stay out my phone.
I was so mad. It's just stupid stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, even with God, like, it's just so, it's marriage is something you work at every day. Every day. And I'm not ashamed, and we wasn't ashamed even in the book to talk about little stupid stuff. You know, and I was just like, Kim, let's go home and get my purses out of that trunk. Because what I did didn't come on my purses.
I'm just saying, I play big. I don't like playing. So, you know, if you box me into a situation like...
You gonna get my purse.
Huh?
Man, Kendall, whatever you do on my phone, stop it. I said, I'm done. I thought I had really did
I
something.
said, get out my phone, grow up. She said, I'm done.
But I said that to say, like, that's marriage, man. It's not a cakewalk, and it's not every day like, you know, I love you and da-da-da. I love Ken, but there are some days where I'll be like, I can't stand him. And the same for Ken.
I will say this, though. Let's be clear. Marriage has to have a box. And you can color all inside the lines of that box. You can play with these walls right here, but there's some things you cannot step outside the lines of that box. So we might do some little funny stuff, some little petty stuff. It's really just to get attention at the end of the day. We have our little childish moments. We still growing up, you know what I mean? But you do not step outside that box. And there has to be some non-negotiables. So whether it's things that cause offense or whatever approach you take for reconciliation, you have to stay within inside that box. And that's a non-negotiable. You know what I'm saying? That has to be established. And that's your values, your morals, your vows, and the commandments. That has to be your box. And you can do whatever you want to do inside of that box. But you don't come outside that box when it comes to marriage.
And I apologize. I'm going to give you your computer charger back tonight. But you're going to have to help me get it because I threw it up on the top of that thing. And I think I took one of your Invisaligns. So I get
That's
it
just
back.
like all them pictures. I got 2 chargers. I ain't never lost a battery life.
Huh? You got another computer charger?
I got chargers, girl.
I want to start over and do everything again. So you could use your computer the whole time. God, I thought I was doing something. Oh.
Get a little more creative.
Oh God. Hey, that's marriage. That's love. I love when you
Love
going
and Marriage. What was the name of that show?
That was the name of it, wasn't it?
Love and Marriage.
Yeah, with Al Bundy.
Oh yeah, with Al Bundy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What was it? What? Married with Children.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Married with
Lisa.
Children. Yeah.
But that was the
Thank
song.
you, Lisa.
That was the song, though. Love and marriage.
Thank you, Lisa.
I sound like a church.
I like that.
Thank
Thank you, Lisa. Coming out of 13 different foster homes, 4 different group homes, and domestic violence relationship. My question is, how did you go about healing your own inner self? All the hurt, neglect, and the pressure. How did you know you wouldn't hurt each other due to your previous relationships?
We didn't. Like
Yeah,
let's be
yeah,
honest.
Yeah.
Let's give them something real. We didn't. We thought we had arrived at a place that we hadn't. What marriage does, marriage puts a magnifying glass on the truth. So you can hide it in dating. You can hide it in being promiscuous. You can hide it in flexing and flossing and living above the surface. But what marriage does, what God uses marriage to do, is to get down to the root of your character, your perspectives, your philosophies. He gets down to the root and exposes every single thing that is tainted or polluted. See, I can go on a stage and speak, and you'll feel like I don't have a flaw. But the manner in which I talk to my wife and address my wife through a variety of situations is going to expose every single weak area of my character. So I know the question was a little more deep than that, but we didn't know. We got into this marriage thinking we was ready, that we knew what we knew, that we weren't going to make any mistakes we did in our past relationships, and God exposed every single flaw that we had in this marriage.
That's why I said you have to, like, when you have past traumas and you've been through, certain things, I will say that every day you have to work on that. Every day you have to work towards, releasing that stuff from you, because it's deep. It's deep. And you know, canceling, fasting and praying, reading certain books, you know, being a part of certain groups, other people who have either been through some of the same things that you've been through. You have to link up with those type people and work on it every day. You know, before I met Ken, I went on my fast. And before I met Ken, there were some things that I had to let go of. But now that we're married, going on like it's 7 years now, some of that times it creeps back up. Done it. Same for you. Yeah, it'll creep back up and you'll be like, hold up. I thought I was over that. Like the story that I was telling Sean the other day when I made the phone call to somebody. And I was like, wait, I had just said in Taylor Talk that I'm past that. I don't need that. So somewhere in there, I might need it. Somewhere in there, something's not fixed. The conversation needs to be had. Something has to, you see what I'm saying? So I will say that every day you got to work. Oh, I got my J Sculpt. Yeah, get me right, baby. It works. Sometimes I sleep in mine. I do. Ladies, sleep in it. I just had somebody that asked me about it. You can sleep in it. Just had a baby. I got to keep pushing that tummy back. But, yeah, every day you grow, and you got to, like, work on that every day. I don't think you can just be, like, say, okay, I'm over that, and I don't think about it anymore. I think it's just something you have to work on every day in order to be happy and not let that keep you imprisoned, because it can.
I would say this, and I could be wrong, but I got to start being more bold as it relates to the things of God. Until you can get to a point that you can forgive those who are associated to your trauma, you will not ever be able to properly love somebody new.
That's true.
See, we get into situations thinking that somebody new is going to love us out of our trauma.
Yeah.
That's not their responsibility. That's not on them. Until you have the courage and the deep connection with the Father to be able to forgive. That's not condone or give concessions to the people who have wronged you. But once you enter into a place of forgiving them, you have now activated self-love. Because what do they say? Not forgiving somebody else, you think you're harming them, but you're only harming yourself. So when you can forgive those, that don't mean you're giving them a pass. You're just saying, I'm not going to let you continue to go into my tomorrow. Now you put an anchor in the sand saying, now I'm going to demonstrate self-love. Now you have the potential to walk in harmony with somebody else. Otherwise, you're going to just draw a connection between these two people. He or she's going to pay these taxes. You're going to be caught monkey in the middle, and it's just going to be ongoing unhealthiness. That's the truth.
Let me switch this up. My boyfriend is very unaffectionate. I have talked.
Why you got to wait?
I'm so into it. I'm like, dang, girl.
I cannot. I can't.
We want to help her.
And I won't.
We want to help her.
Stupid.
Because I really want to help this lady. And I want y'all to feel it.
Go ahead back in it, bro. I'm with it, man. I'm
not going to let her mess me up. Okay, here we go. My boyfriend is very unaffectionate. I have talked to him a few times about it. He says he's going to do better, but it's bothering me. It's making me feel very insecure. What woman wants to be with a man that is not affectionate? What should I do? Should I continue or should I leave this?
I can't even. See,
I wanted you to.
I don't even think I heard it because you.
I wanted to picture it. I wanted you to picture the situation. Because she started off with, oh, my boyfriend. So, I wanted to give you, I didn't want to be like in a deep voice. Oh, my boyfriend is very unaffectionate. My boyfriend is very unaffectionate.
Oh, God, shut up. I'm going to let Kendall answer because I can't even focus. It's your stupid
Somebody's in a
self.
relationship and one partner is not affectionate. And, we always had these talking. You always talk about, like, women, certain things that women just don't like because it can make you feel insecure, and it might not even have nothing to do with you, but it make you start questioning yourself,
I'm not giving Buddy a pass, but I'm a deep thinker. I can only go beneath the surface. You know what we do in relationships? We get with people, we have these expectations, but we don't survey the land to see what's going on. I think it would be great for you to take a moment and look at his mother and his father.
I was just going to say that.
Look at his mother and his father. Are they together? Are they affectionate? Has his father ever told him he loves him? Is his mother affectionate? Is she overbearing? You got to get to understand this man to understand what's preventing him from being affectionate. If you don't see any signs there, then you can move forward to possibly frustration or whatever the case may be. But maybe do some digging, because we just get with people. We just get with them and we don't understand that maybe his father never told him he loved him. His father never told him he loved him. Maybe his mother never gave him a certain type of affection. You may be asking him for something that he doesn't have the current capacity to deliver on. So he's paying taxes on something not only you set an expectation, but he never agreed to. We just immediately say, I'm not getting what I want. But you're also in a relationship with him, and to love him is to understand him. And to understand him is to do some fact-finding research to understanding who he is beyond what you're looking for yourself. That's love. That's why relationships with 360 ain't working, because it's automatic. I'm not getting what I want. And I'm not saying that's the case, but if you care, I think it's worth it to get to understand where his disconnect is coming from showing affection, and help him through that. That could be an area of romance and intimacy. If you help him feel comfortable where he could be transparent, he may drop something on you you're not ready to handle. Could he have been sexually abused when he was younger? Could he have been? You don't know. But it's important that you do know, so your expectations can be correctly aligned, and we don't have these unrealistic expectations that we place on other people.
That's good stuff. Because I was about to say, we don't want to go. I have a cousin who lost her mom. My auntie got shot. And we were probably like all around 9, 10. And so her older sister doesn't really deal with this problem, but she does. And she's birthday, we the same birthdays, cancer, we're very touchy, feely, but she's not that way. And so she and I have been spending a lot of time on the phone, and her guy, he would call me sometimes and say, she's not affectionate. And so when we talk, I tell her, I said, when your mother got killed, it hit you a different way. And so affection and love, and she doesn't do it. And she'll cry and tell me, like, this is the reason why I don't. But instead of him going at it in a different angle and going at it, like, softer and not yelling and not screaming and not throwing it in her face that she don't do this, she don't do that, it just made her shell up even more. And so now what I do is kind of like what you're telling the young lady to do with her guy. When we talk or when we text, I always end the call with, I love you. Now, at first, in the beginning, she would just hang up. And I'd be like, okay, all right. So I brought it to her attention. I said, cousin, do you realize that when I tell you I love you, you don't ever say it back? She was just like, she was like, I'm trying to think, do I even tell my kids I love them? It's that deep for her. But she's in counseling right now. She's working on that. And so now I'll just say, I love you, cousin, and she'll text back, I love you. And I'll be like, I'm proud of you. Because it's something that she really dealt with.
Now, see, that type of patience was his responsibility. Yeah. That's what you get in a relationship for. That would have been his responsibility. Now imagine if you'd have took that same approach to examining the situation. Okay, I'm seeing something, being patient, being loving and long suffering. What would his reward have been? But because he wasn't getting instant gratification for what he was wanting through the flesh, you bail out and you miss the treasure because you impatient. Relationships are deep, man. Because people go through things, man. People are hurt. People are abused. They are misunderstood. They are rejected. They have been abandoned. And we just want to get with them and satisfy again, selfish generation. If you're going to be with somebody else, you have to understand their whole resume so that you can love them properly. And real quick, we got to stop coupling for what you think you're going to receive. When's the last time a dude done looked at a girl and be like, man, I tell you what, shorty right there, I just want her to grow. I want to see her walk out her destiny. I want to see her overcome. No, it's about what she can do for me. Can she cook for me? Can she clean for me? Can she honor me? Can she respect me? We go into the relationship with selfishness. It's never about, I'm going to selflessly put myself on the altar and sacrifice every day so that you can be edified. You want what you want, and I want what I want. It's a stalemate from the jump. Divorce happened when we say hello. Just saying, man.
You want what you want. I want what I want. Got what I need. Who's
Yes,
that?
Dorikas, I will sign you to Rock Soul.
Thank you. Jesus the Christ. I'm like, what do I have to do?
Hit some, I mean, all nights. I
I
mean,
want what you want. Ain't that Gerald? Who's that? Gerald Levert? Is that Gerald?
no,
Who's that?
that's Barry White. Ain't
Oh
it?
yeah, Barry White.
Y'all better man. Y'all
Ken,
better.
you been on it, baby.
Y'all better respect
you
the
better-
boy. Y'all better respect his catalog now.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
telling you that. I'm saying up your message. You never come
I
back.
don't know. This,
You understand?
Here I'm going once again. Yeah.
Hey, man, it was worth the wait. That last note, it was worth the wait.
it had a little Billy goat at the end. Do it again. Come on, one more.
It's the
one
no
more.
hesitation for me.
Fantasia.
Yeah.
Kendall. My son is 13 years old. And I have tried. I mean, I've tried. I mean, I really, really tried this co-parenting thing with his father. But all this man wanted to do is fight. What do I do?
I can speak on that because I am in that situation. I do week to week. I believe that if you go into a different approach and stay consistent with it, let them fight by themselves, it'll get better. It'll get better. Let them fight alone. Because what happens is that one text message come out, he done said something, you're like, oh, I know he did, and I'm about to, let me get him together. So y'all just going back and forth. You have to think about the child and create a different atmosphere. Let them fight alone. Eventually, I believe that you'll stop fighting. There's certain things you have to give up and certain things they have to give up, and you have to think about the child. But it was rocky for us in the beginning. You know, it was really rocky. And there's some things I ended up having to do out of the court, you know, the judge, because I made a little more money. So once I swallowed that pill, I realized, okay, it is what it is. And that can go deeper because that goes deeper. That's why you got to watch that goes deeper. But I believe if you let them fight alone, eventually they'll realize that they're fighting themselves and it'll get better.
As a dad, I just want to recommend, hope you take advantage of, you may never not. TD Jakes did a Father's Day program a couple weeks ago, and it was phenomenal. It said when two parents use a kid as a belt, only the kid ends up with lashes. If you say he's always fighting with you, just try to keep the fighting with you. Don't badmouth the father to the child, because now what you do is you disrupt his sense of identity. Wow. You may feel like you're pulling him closer to you by making him hate his father, but what's going to happen down the road is he's going to have an identity crisis, and you're not going to know your child, and he's not going to know you. So that message is really healthy because you also, in the midst of it, have a responsibility to protect the mental health of the child. And so if you all can just keep your fighting up here till you sort it out and not let it affect him, because the child is most important, that child will have a greater chance of a successful life and a wholesome life. Check that out. I don't want to get too long-winded, but I think that's very important because a lot of young, especially young men, we go through our identity crisis because our father was not there, and so we start to look to these unhealthy substitutes as something that we want to be. So just don't fall into that thing of thinking that you're going to draw that child closer by belittling the father, because it'll come back to bite you in the long run, unfortunately.
Or the mother.
Yeah.
Either way, you know.
Yeah, vice versa. Yeah, protect that child.
How do you guys feel about rekindling a relationship with someone from the past?
I don't know if you would. I don't go.
Do you ask us that? Because we don't go back.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't moonwalk. I don't moonwalk.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, it works for some people. I've heard some people say, like, I went to college with him. You know, we went to one of the reunions, and he was there, and I
just feel like this. It may work for some people, and I know there's probably some beautiful romantic stories of rekindling. I've seen divorces, and then the couples get back together. Cool. All I can say is this, just to add some value to the question. You have to reintroduce yourself for who you are now. Right. You're not the person you were at 16 with acne and pimples on your face. So if you're going to rekindle something, just know you got to start with new wood. If you want to rekindle an old flame, you still got to start with new wood because you've changed, you've evolved, you've grown up, you've matured, you've experienced some things, you've had more exposure. So maybe let that be a catalyst, but you still have to deal with the present. That's the only thing I can add of value because I don't go backwards.
You don't moonwalk, baby?
I don't moonwalk.
Who said I love you first?
Me.
I should have put money on it because I could.
I sure did. You know what he said? I know. I wanted that.
It wasn't like that, man.
Oh, it was like it
we
felt
were going to my office and we were sitting in the car and she was like, I love you. And I looked at her and I said, I know. I mean, I said,
man, I could have opened the door and jumped out while the car was rolling. I was like, what did you do?
I just want to say, like, I saw it in your eyes, like I felt it, like it was.
But it should have been a follow up with, I know, I saw it in your eyes.
But I think that's tacky though. I need to get, when I first say I love you, mine deserves a stage. I come right back. Then it'll be like, did you just say it because I said it? Nah, man, you're not gonna rob me of my I love you, girl. And I love you.
Ken's had to come with a long. He be being all, when the sun melts, went down in the 5 o'clock, and I'd be like, just say it.
Just say it.
I know. Ooh, I just got mad over again. Give me them charges. Run me them charges.
If somebody can't get in touch with me over the next week, know that all my devices are dead. My iCloud password has been changed.
And the only people that you get your phone back is your mama and my mama. Where is Ken? Hold on. I put it on.
Don't help me cellularly
you're on
hostage.
speaker, Mom. Go ahead. I ain't gonna do you like that, babe.
I love you.
I love you too, babe.
I said it first on tape.
Just next time when you hire my Chanel's, leave them in the air conditioning. Don't put them in your trunk.
And I have them in there begging for water, feeding them 1 meal a day. I treat them Chanel's like doggone a hostage crisis.
Ken, I just want you to know that is going to be a highlight of our marriage. How I sat and erased all them pictures of me out your phone from your iPad, and I really didn't erase them. God almighty know.
Not a single. My deleted photo be on 0. I look up my deleted photo on 378. I'm like,
he said, whatever you do on my phone, stop it. Grow up. I said, I'm done. God, I felt so good. It was so petty. We so petty. But I love you. So petty self.
Last question on tonight. How important is it to buy your friend gifts from the Gucci store that order you Postmates and come over and do your hair and buckle up your shoes and ride or die with you for years, for like 12 years? How important, people want to know, how important is it? Your friend that you call in the morning and talk to them even when they're still sleeping, they're not up yet. And if you call them and they don't answer their phone, you keep calling and then you say, is something wrong? And you won't answer their phone. Now you're not answering the phone. I'm calling her back and now she's not answering the phone because she's trying to do the same thing that I was doing. But they was actually asleep.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said the people want to know.
Yeah, go ahead. That was a selfish moment right there. Yeah, that's not child question.
But they was actually asleep.
He said the people want to know.
The people want to know that how important is it to buy that friend a gift from the Gucci store.
It's very important. You better go look in your closet. I done got you some great things. You know what? Do you not want to be friends anymore? Should we take a break?
There's some serious people on here that's going through, and they friends is on here because they sent it to them. They invited them, and they waiting on the answer.
I was looking forward to that answer.
Yeah,
I want to hear.
Want to know?
Yeah, you can. It's very important.
People want to know.
It don't have to be Gucci though. You know what I mean? Anything that shows your love language and receive it out of love.
Abercrombie and Fitch coming your way.
So do you buy gifts based off of what you want to get the friend, or based off what the friend wants?
Bruh said he got a Gucci love
Oh
language.
my God.
I'm just
Siri,
saying,
stop it. I buy you gifts all the time.
I didn't say nothing about me, sis.
It's you. You're talking about you. Yeah.
I'm asking questions. You saw me pick up
What
the
is
phone
it that you
and
saw
read it.
today in the mall that you want and you trying to hint that you want me to buy? Them shoes?
I sat up there and picked up the phone. I'm reading these. You know what, Ken? Don't give me no more questions.
Yeah.
Because this little show is
You want the shoes?
This show is getting real messy.
Is that what you want, the shoes?
I'm just asking for people.
No, you asking for
Now,
you.
a lot of people don't invite their friends to the show for this answer.
Yeah, right. I'm going to tell you, like my mom and them used to tell us, you might not get them. You get something that look like them.
Poochie.
We used to be like, what? What it be, Poochie?
With some Poochie shoes.
And you can walk right on them.
You had an arch in your back, all
Oh
scolio.
when they used to do us like that, I used to be like, are you kidding me?
They ain't had no choice though. My mama used to hold it down. My mama used to hold it down, man. We every time I go back to school, we go to Pick and Pay, and they had them Harachis out there, and them Voights look just like them.
See, I was good because I was
You
the
put
girl.
your shoe over the tongue.
I just wanted sandals and cute little things that you can get from the peddler. You know, like cute little sandals, kids. You know, when kids.
Mama made it happen though. You know what I'm saying? Mama made it happen. Mama would get you that one good expensive pair of shoes that year.
And you gonna wear them
and
all
you didn't
year.
know till you got older and you started doing the math. You like, how did you buy me them? Like I was wrong to even put that kind of pressure on you.
Hey.
But you made it happen, Mama. Got them LA Gears.
I
got them Adidas that had the socks in them. Mama made it happen, Captain. And then Mama would take me and brush shopping, and he'd get 4 outfits top bottom. I get 4 outfits top bottom. He would get 2 or 3 pair of shoes. Me and him. So I'd be like, yeah, bet, bruh. So I'm gonna rock this week. I'm rocking yours next week. We're gonna swap the shoes and we flexing. That's how we get it done, man.
Now my mama held it down for us too, but when it's left up to my daddy, he was the kind to be when it's Christmas come. He tell my Christmas ain't even about gifts, it's about Jesus. He's like, wait a minute, are we not getting anything this year? But nah, you know.
Kids give me PTSD. They do. My mother put them on. She was like in fighting mode. Them was like fighting shoes. My mom had them kids on. I was like, oh God, what is going on? Oh, them was fighting shoes.
Wait a minute.
My mom used to wait in the door for me, right? You know, I had to be home before the street lights. And if I wasn't there, the street lights just came on. I mean, just came on. She was standing there with them kids. It's something about them kids that give you a grip.
Wait.
Them kids give you a grip.
Remember I told you this story about me and my cousin, my grandma and them. My grandma and them let us go to a house party. Oh, me and my cousin, we're going to sneak some clothes because, you know, we church kids. We had then snuck us some Daisy Dukes. And my cousin, who I was just talking about, she told it. So me and Kima at the party, we backing it up. We all on the ground. I'm down, I'm getting it. I look. It was this lady that went to the church that always wore kids. And she always wore them too big. So they curved up like that in the front. I looked. I saw them kids. I said, Kima, they're here. She walking through the party. Y'all see, Tasia? Y'all see? Remember that, Mom? Man, we in there snuck us some shorts. And I saw them kids come. And Mama, I don't know why she wore them too big and y'all never told her. But them kids would turn up like that. And she came walking through the party. I said, Kima, they are here. We got to go. Woo, kids.
It's something about them kids.
Oh, Sean. They pull us out of the party. My grandma riding down the street with her. Come to church tomorrow. You need to be, you need to be in church. We in the back of the car like, oh no. Those was a good old
You're like, I really like him.
Oh my God.
That's what you get.
Baby, I was a kid.
I don't care. God was trying to get you to me back then.
No.
Straight up.
Do they still sell them kids? They still sell
Yeah,
kids?
I don't know where, but I think you can get a pair of
give me
kids.
some. I need some
The white
workout
pair. I get you some kids. There you go. I'm gonna get you some
And I'm
kids.
going to work out in them.
With some scrunchy socks.
If I catch you in the gym with some kids on,
Them grippers. Them
I'm coming too, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So they was her back to school shoes.
yeah. The white pair.
They better be black with a gum bottom or
Y'all
something.
had uniform?
Nah, the white ones was
Like
it.
all kids had a gum bottom, didn't they?
I don't
They
want
had a
them-
uniform?
No.
With them kids, you had to wear a uniform, eh?
No. And girls love Cass was it.
Oh.
It was just that something
Down
about
here.
the
Down here.
down here.
North Carolina.
He
That
said
was
down- he
North
said
Carolina,
down here.
Cass was it.
I don't
I'm
want
from
the-
You from
Baltimore.
North
I ain't-
Carolina? Okay, yeah, Cass was
I
it.
ain't know nothing about no kids.
I don't want the new
Kids had gum bottles before gum bottles
you
was
want?
gum bottles.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I want the old kids, the grip fighters, the grips.
He said the good fighters.
Because my mom,
Y'all got some of them
my mom
good
used to-
fighters in here?
Let me tell
I need
you.
some good fighters and some white fighters.
butt in
My
them
mother
kids.
would whoop some tail in them kids. And she put them kids on. You was gonna get your tail whooped.
That's maybe why I ain't gonna say her name, but that's maybe why she was wearing them kids, cause they, you know. Okay, we gotta wrap it
Yeah,
up.
my
Y'all
mother
stupid.
whooped you and them kids.
It was a good whoop.
That was definitely child abuse. She whooped you and them kids.
Oh God! Back in the days when kids got whoopings, not
in
anymore.
the
You are
day.
going to
They
jail.
touch
Right.
you down.
Yeah,
Couldn't
you
even
going
call
to
the
jail.
cops. And I didn't even think about calling the cops.
But you know, then they would whoop you, and then they would tell you,
to call them.
yeah. And I'll be standing
And I
waiting
think
on
that's
them.
what messed me up. My mother said, call them. I'm like, is this a trick? Call them. I was getting ready. She said, call them. I said, wait.
Mama them used to tell us,
set
I
up.
brought you in this world, I'll take you out.
That's it.
That's how I used to be. I remember one time we had company at the house. My mama, I don't know. I know I did something. My mama took me in the back. Now you remember, Mama, I used to try to ask you how many licks was you gonna give me. I said, Mama, how many times you gonna hit me? And she would count, and she would put her leg over me and lock me down, and then send me back out there in front of with my company, knowing they done heard the whole album.
God.
They heard the whole album in the back, and I gotta go sit out there. And you ain't tough. You ain't tough tonight.
How many licks?
You ain't tough tonight. You lost your turn.
Mama said I used to call Santa Claus. What I used to say?
What he supposed to do?
But Santa Claus was going to save you.
What is Santa
Well, I
Claus gonna
thought he bringing all the presents of Christmas. He's a miracle worker.
Save you
Nigga,
from
man,
a
you come
whooping.
get me.
Santa Claus will save you from a whooping.
Yeah. Or they would make us go get our own
your
switch.
own
So you
switch.
be out there
you
thinking
better
if
not
you
get
got
no
the
little
small
one.
Nah,
switch.
you ain't got the one. That whistle blower.
But they heard.
I get the little switch and braid them
Yes.
together.
I ain't know nothing about none of this.
Yo,
Y'all
I
ain't
know
gonna
we
get no
off track.
switches
We
and
ain't got
people?
a lot of trees in Baltimore, so you couldn't go get no switch. They had them thick leather belts up there. Shoot.
Okay.
I remember that day me and my brother decided we were gonna break your paddle, mama. I had them Reebok pumps and I said, bro, pump my shoes up and then break the paddle over my foot. She ain't whooping me no more. Broke that paddle, man. Mama came home winning the belt selection. I didn't even know you had a belt selection. And it was her college paddle. It had like the AKA thing. And she used to hang it on the wall in the kitchen.
Mom,
So we breaking that
I
today.
need you to whoop him again, Mom. Whoop him again.
Whoop me with my computer charge.
That's when moms. That's when the moms were psychic. You've been unprepared for the belt, and they say, "Go get the iron." You're like, "Huh?"
Wait, you got beat with the
Go
iron?
get a pot.
Your
Go
mama,
get that pot.
Did you get beat with the iron?
Oh, I don't got beat with the iron, the pot, the broom. My mom had this little a brush. Hit
Was
you
you
on the
that
knee
bad?
with your brush.
Was you that bad?
And that's just the thing. I really wasn't. That's just the thing. I'm telling you.
It was
the
probably
truth.
that.
You know, parents used to say, I'm going to beat you for what you
No, I'm gonna tell you what it was. My mother used to beat you for a look. It was what you was thinking.
Yeah.
She knew what I was thinking.
Fix your face. Or after you get a beating, and my dad used to tell us to be quiet, so you sitting over there going, don't you say another word. You're like, you just beat me, and I can't
Yeah.
cry.
Man, times have changed.
I
Yeah.
walked away and in my
But
mind.
don't y'all agree that we turned out better kids because we had that
Oh,
type
yeah,
of history?
man. Oh, yeah. We ain't.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
I ain't saying kill your kids, but sometimes you gotta
You gotta
pick
get
them
that.
up.
And she means that. We was taking karate. That roundhouse kick to the head. Well, we was at the boys club. We was at the boys club one day, and my mom was telling me to come on. I said something smart because there was some girls over there, and I reached down to get some water out that water fountain. All I know is I ended up right down the hallway, and she had drop kicked me up in that joint.
You know
bro.
what, Ma? Next time we get mad, I'm gonna roundhouse.
Roundhouse kick to the head.
I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna
You
get you.
roundhouse kicked me. I'm not staying here that night.
That's level 5.
I'm not sleeping around nobody.
That's
I'm not
straight to
sleeping in the
level
bed
six.
with somebody who
that's
just
level 6. The
That's
reason
it.
they done opened a new level.
I just wow, that's what's up, Mom.
Yeah.
Just
I hit the floor slid and she just looked at me. I was like, I'm ready.
oh God,
Then
okay,
the
laughter.
psychic moms where you think it in your head. I walked away and I thought in my head, she get on my nerves. She said, "What you say?"
No, they did. They can, it's almost like they can read your
What you know what I
mind.
mean? Your parents was in tune.
Yeah,
Let's get out here some nice and cook
okay.
Father, thank you for laughter and joy because it truly heals the soul. For all the questions that we attempted to answer, please bring clarity because we are also we're lacking in understanding in certain areas. We haven't experienced everything. We're still growing. So hopefully we just provide enough to get conversations going to make openness, transparency, and vulnerability attractive. Hopefully our weaknesses will allow other people to find comfort in theirs because it is in our weakness that your strength is made perfect. So we love you. We thank you. We give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise that is due to you. In Yeshua's name we pray. Amen.
Happy birthday, Kendall. I love you, Fantasia. Thanks for coming, Lisa.
You're not getting those
Lisa.
Gucci shoes. You're getting some kids. Can I order some kids online? I'm pretty sure Amazon got some kids. Oh, Amazon got them kids. I get them custom for you.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you. You won't get them kids.
All out speechless.
I'm going to tell you, welcome, baby. I love you. I'm going to do a video in a couple of days on the J Sculpt because it ain't no joke. I'll show you. I got one I'll let you have too. Yeah, it ain't no joke. Sitting over here like, ugh.
Like a Coca-Cola bottle.
Come on, somebody. I'm trying to, come on, Jesus.
Yeah.
Come on, God.
Sean, you got